Now I know a lot of y'all tired of the Drake beef and Drake and Kendrick beef and hearing about that. Some of you Drake fans claim, why don't you just move on? Every time we try, we have something happen like what I'm about to present in this video. And that's DJ Akademiks talking about Drake, the Iceman album, the tour, some of Drake's goals. The fact of the matter is this, man. He needs to move on. That's what I'm saying. He needs to move on. We're going to report it. If it happens, it doesn't matter if it's Drake or not. And having said that, ain't no round twos. Ain't no round twos. I don't know why you want to be in a competition with a guy you keep losing to. It's over, man. But we got DJ Akademiks having this discussion talking about the tour. You know, apparently Drake had got rid of one of the agents who also worked with Kendrick. And now one of Drake's goals is to have a bigger tour, hip hop tour, than Kendrick, which I find very funny for a number of reasons. And number one, he's a pop artist. He's not the same thing as Kendrick. But we got this short clip. We're going to let Akademiks present this, and we're going to talk about this nonsense. Now, on this Side Chels page, this is another one of those foreign pages that posts a bunch of Drake stuff, a bunch of Drake content. It's from Australia, based in Australia, and pretty much nothing but pro-Drake academic stuff, all right? So they probably stirring the pot for profit. Caption says, Akademiks says Drake is gearing up for the Iceman tour, and he's coming directly for Kendrick's global crown. Drake already owns the U.S. touring record, but Kendrick holds the worldwide title. Act says Drake wants that spot next year and is cutting off anyone he feels is connected to Kendrick on the road there. Okay, buddy, let's get started.
And yes, it would be chess, because what it basically shows is that Drake, who
I gotta say real quick, Akademiks always talk about chess when it comes to Drake, man. This nigga, I swear, I ain't saying he ain't a chess player, but he a mighty bad chess player at this point, bro. His moves, unless he's playing some 4D shit that we don't know about, and I highly doubt, he's a really bad chess player. So he should go back to playing like checkers or something like that.
is probably going to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine he's going to aim to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine is that Drake, who is probably going to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine he's going to aim to break the worldwide record. Keep in mind, Kendrick did not break his U.S. record in terms of 350. Kendrick broke the worldwide record for rappers, right? So a consistent tour worldwide, Kendrick has the highest grossing, but in North America, in a tour consistent for North America, Drake has the record. I think Drake wants to beat the world record.
Yeah, but it can't be still under the category of rappers if he's going to be throwing his R&B pop songs in there, right? Like, how is this the same thing? Number one. Number two, I don't think he's going to beat the record. I really don't. And if he does, so he's going to have to do one of two things, right? He's going to have to do stadiums and get those stadiums to be full, like Kendrick, and try to match or do a few more stadiums. Or two, he's going to have to do a shit ton of smaller venues, right? Shit ton of smaller venues. So if you're not filling up stadiums the way Kendrick did, that means you're probably doing arenas or something like that. And you know how many? So they gonna have this boy out there slaving. He gonna be working to the bone. And I'm gonna get to the point of, why should that be your motivation? I get the competition thing, but at this point, you need to just figure out how to make good music and try to find some way to get back in the good graces of the general public after everything, right? But no, man, if you ain't doing stadiums, you're gonna have to do a shit ton of arenas and things like that. But I still don't look at it as the same as being a rapper. He's not a rapper. So is he just going to do his rap catalog? Is that what it is?
Going into next year. And I think he's saying, yo, I don't need an agent really. But if I'm going to have an agent, my agent's not going to rep my op. Fuck that.
The beast isn't over. Meanwhile, Kendrick and SZA.
It's not with the nigga I hated. I probably would. If I'm seeing the lawyer kind of fuck with that nigga a lot too, I'm good. Let me get a different lawyer. You have that lawyer. Like, I don't want to have the same lawyer with my op. I don't want to have the same nothing with my op. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to have the same car salesman with my op. No, there's many car salesmen out here, especially if you're at the level of Drake. Why would I want to have anything with my op? You're going to pick between us. You're either going to have me or you're going to have that nigga. And if you have that nigga, you can't have me. And you can't have us both. It doesn't work like that, okay? Because here's the thing. Not saying this guy will be pillow talking, but I don't want you to let my op know what the fuck I'm going to do before I'm going to do it. Also, keep...
Yeah, no, I get that, but still, at the same time, you're further isolating yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, Drake will always find somebody to work with him, but these people ain't siding. Agents and shit like that, they're not siding with one person or the other. They're just out here trying to do their job, man. That's it. And I don't think really in that sense between Kendrick and Drake, an agent really cares because they have a price, a set price. They're going to get paid regardless.
In mind, you hear Kendrick even in the beef rap about, oh, he knows all these secrets in OVO. Well, forget OVO. One of the ways you can know all the secrets with me is if you know exactly what's going on with me, and I don't want that to happen. So I could see that going on.
Kendrick got Drake out here moving paranoid as hell. He all up in his cabeza. All up in his cabeza. You know what I'm saying? Hombre going loco. Shit. Man's is crazy, yo. He gotta live his life trying to figure out who working with Kendrick, who gonna tell him this and that. Damn.
Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me?
Damn, bro. This is a bad life to be living, man.
26.
Yeah, so Drake is about to go on tour supposedly again after the release of Iceman. And because all of that, those plans are not yet finalized, Drake is removing all ops from around him. He don't want nobody who's working with Kendrick, who's cool with Kendrick, none of that. So he's getting rid of any, you know what I mean, no fake friends type shit.
So switching agents right now. 26.
All right, let's look at some of these comments real quick. Somebody said, he is breaking that easily if he decides to do stadium, but I don't think he will. Arenas is much better. He's breaking that easily if he decides to do stadiums. So, have you seen Drake live? He's not the best performer. He ain't beating that record. I'll put money on it. So, and let me make this bigger for y'all. So this is going to be, I guess this is going to be the new thing, man. Is he going to break the record? Look, I ain't start this, y'all. I ain't come up with this. But now we got a whole new competition. Is Drake on? And they put it on him. Whether Drake said it or not, it's on him now. He said he's going to beat the record. Drake can't fill stadiums globally. He would literally have to tour for 12 months straight to break Kendrick's record. The arenas Drake does don't generate as much as the stadium Kendrick fills. He had to do a shit ton of them. Somebody said this will be very easy for Drake to do. Kendrick needed SZA to tour stadiums and he was flopping a lot. No, he wasn't flopping. Where the fuck do they get this shit? And he didn't need SZA. That's number one. Number two, Drake ain't going to do that all by himself. I guarantee you he's going to bring people out. Who he brings out, I don't know. We'll see. His last tour, he didn't do by himself. He had J. Cole, he had 21, and I think some others. So let's start with the cap, man, of him just doing all this on his own. Like he's capable of breaking this record on his own, because he's not. This is embarrassing at this point, especially for a caliber artist like Drake. Just constantly having random ass people talk for him and they continue to talk about old beef. Let that man drop his album and do his tour and just see how it performs. Yeah, man, I will say this. I think that's what he needs to do. In all honesty, don't focus on breaking no records. Don't focus on none of that. Don't focus on Kendrick. None of that. Focus on making the best music you can. Putting out this Iceman album and first getting that to be well received enough, you know, that you can build a successful tour around it. Mind you, Kendrick built his tour around GNX, the album that so many people claim they didn't like. It's up for all these Grammy nominations and things like that, right? And it's now the most successful tour in hip hop history. You're not going to beat that based on what we've seen. If all those Iceman streams and those types of songs are the types of things that he's going to be putting on his album, look, he'll probably do well because it's Drake and he got a lot of loyal fans, but he's not beating this record, bro. No. But again, man, who am I, right? I'm just here to report what's being said. So now the new thing is Drake's coming for Kendrick's touring record. Okay. You done lost in every other way. Drake at this point, man, I think he's just a masochist, right? You got to admit it, Drake. You're a masochist. You just love getting, you love pain. You love getting beat up, man. He does. He has not beat Kendrick at all when it comes to this rap shit. Y'all want to talk about streaming numbers and all that shit? That ain't just rap shit. That's pop shit. He ain't beat Kendrick in no way, shape, form, or fashion when it comes to this rap shit. And so to think that all of a sudden he's going to do it just based on some rap shit, I got to see it to believe it, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.